Let's see what's happening. Abadoo, yeah. Let's see what's happening. Ace of Pentacles. So, it's because I didn't do it there. I feel like this whole energy is significant. I feel like there's something that you kind of like, I don't know, like it kind of feels like you try to plan something or you try to grow something, you try to make something happen. But as you were in the process of making it happen, either it felt very difficult or there were like a lot of like inconveniences or difficulties or something, okay? However, the Ten of Pentacles is also still on the top. That's giving me this Ace of Pentacles, Two Pentacles, to Ten of Pentacles energy, like saying that this isn't just about money, right? It's like it's this vibe of what usually takes very long is about to be not also like very quick for you, but also the thing you were trying to grow is flourishing, okay? So don't doubt that. But there's something about things that used to take a lot of time becoming very quick for you, okay? It's kind of like I'm even getting this vibe of like a lot of your manifestations were like on hold because it was like culminating energy for you to learn how to manifest instantly instead of like just manifesting instantly or very quickly, you understand? So that was also like part of the lesson, okay? So what's happening? Also, like, don't feel weird or awkward or like silly or stupid about you sometimes like tripping or, like metaphorically speaking, because it's part of the process. That's what nature is. Nature is that whole evolutionary kind of process, right? So something very beautiful is blossoming in your life. I'm also getting something about pruning. I'm getting something like you might even have thought that you stumbling, that's the word I was looking for. You thought maybe even at some point you stumbling with certain energies was you stumbling, but it wasn't. It was actually some kind of like metaphorical pruning happening, a spiritual pruning happening. Not just for your roots to grow, but for like just for you to grow at like your best. Some plants like to be pruned. They like to be eaten because it makes them grow quicker or stronger or some shit like that, okay? So the Seven of Wands, I hope that leaf blower isn't too loud. But that's also like speaking, like communication happening. I feel like the Seven of Wands is the energy that you're actually finally kind of releasing because you have this higher perspective. It's this vibe of like, again, like you thought you were stumbling or you thought you were defending yourself against attacks. Again, even like attacks, it might have felt like you were being attacked. But I feel like that's part of this whole full circle thing coming together. It's like everything was always perfect. Oh my gosh. Because even if it was attacks, for argument's sake, it literally was just some kind of pruning happening for you. Let's get the rest of the layout, and then we can. Yes, you're going through a huge transformation. Death. The Death card has been showing up a lot recently. Justice. It's kind of like justice being in your life even before like the crime was committed against you. This is interesting. It's like timeless or something. It's kind of like, again, what you thought was stumbling wasn't. What you thought was attacking wasn't. What you thought was unjust wasn't, okay? And I feel like that's part of this like profound spiritual like awareness that you have cultivated, okay? And so, like, you are literally already actually sitting on your justice throne. You're going to be, especially after this transformation is complete, this ego death is complete, because you're going to recognize that that intense like spiritual pruning that you went through gave you this ability to like sprout instantly or bloom instantly or root instantly or just like, I don't know, okay? it's kind of like I'm getting this energy, this idea of a plant becoming sentient, even though they already are. Like in a sci-fi movie, imagine like plants becoming sentient, and then the trees start to walk with their roots. Like that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. It's this energy of like, because justice is choice as well, like being this inanimate spiritual NPC, almost inanimate spiritual object or whatever, and then awakening, and then like realizing you have this choice to actually grow wherever you want, root wherever you want, grow as fast as you want, blah blah blah. I'm even getting something about like defying the laws of nature, defying the laws of biology or something like that. Defying, but like maybe like not defying, but like rewriting or reinterpreting or something like that. Okay. I also feel like the Seven of Wands death is that like stumbling energy, which again is just the pruning, is this just the transformation that was happening, okay? I'm just here to confirm to you what like you have already received in downloads or that you're about to receive in downloads and in life. Again, that everything was always actually perfect. You were literally being pruned. Like this is like literally everything bad that's happened in your life, you're about to finish this transformation and you're about to see that it wasn't actually bad. Like you were never the one actually being abused or actually having to defend yourself or something like that. If that doesn't resonate with you, then this is not your reading, right? But that's how profound this like manifestation ability is. In some instances, you could even say that you were actually the perpetrator all along because you were God all along. You always had this justice around you. The only reason things seemed a certain way was because you didn't recognize you were a God. Because like from your God awareness, like it would make perfect sense why that was happening or something like that, like why you created that. And again, I'm not talking like this is not like you not seeing from a victim mentality. This is literally you recognizing that you were literally never a victim. Crazy shit, okay? And again, that's like this part of like defying biology or defying the 3D matrix or some shit like that. It's like just because you choose to, like it goes into timelines and shit. So let's get the last card. The Ten of Wands. I was actually expecting the Ten of Wands to be like very positive. But I feel like this is because the Ten of Wands is about releasing a burden, right? It's about like no longer wanting to carry something heavy and no longer carrying it heavily. But I also feel like these wands that you're carrying, that's like a mobile forest that you have. And the forest, the plants are very significant of like life force. Like it's very symbolic of life force, abundance of life, existence and shit like that. So you're actually carrying, like, so to say, a forest. Like we know you carry the whole world in your hand, right? But like, I feel like you're about to see, or you are choosing this reality where, because I mean, look, like these things, these wands, these staves aren't even touching the ground, but they're like sprouting still. It's like what, It's because the death was never what you expected it to be. The trauma was never, the victimhood, the fucking abuse, the bad decisions. It's like actually like literally everything has always been perfect. And I feel like that's also what the 10 represents. Let's get the last card. 9 of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. The Star. Yeah, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, all the way to the 3 of Pentacles. It's because it's all in your mind, literally. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be like 9 of Wands, the Hangman, 2 of Cups, exactly. I don't mean to like be that guy or something, but I don't know, like if you still feel like you were in any way a victim of some kind of actual trauma. I know I've done readings about attacks and shit, but this is not for you, okay? Like this is not your reading because like you were never actually, the only battlefield was your mind. Look at that. The only battlefield was like false belief, some kind of like not misinterpretation of energy, but like because it's almost like everything was alchemized for you before you were even born. What the fuck? Like, you know, like actually. So you're asking, but why did I go through all of that? It's because you still had to experience the energy. That's why you weren't actually abused. That's why you weren't actually a victim, blah, blah, blah. You were literally just experiencing the energy of it. And don't come at me on your high horse with like, I'm a generational curse breaker, like I did the like, did you though? Like think about it, with your highest self, like your birth, you coming through the veil into this reality was literally the alchemical event. Like everything changed the moment you were born, 11:11. You just experienced what you alchemized the moment you were born without having to had gone through it. Like think about it, would your higher self have really like put you in harm's way? Would God have really like would God really murder his own son? But you could, you know, but you can't. Stop that shit. Stop that nonsense, you know. But you can't. Woo. So again, like I feel like again, there are a lot of ones here. There's a lot of energy, but it's your energy. It's your own life force birth energy that you're actually experiencing. And the show you're seeing is you're seeing what you alchemized via your entering into this realm. So your whole process was never about healing. It was about remembering, not through healing, not through trauma, but just remembering what your birth did, and now you're about to like the star, the empress. So I feel like you're about to like just like pop out babies left and right, like metaphorically, you know, like your manifestations are gonna be fully grown. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. That was your reading. Thank you for liking, subscribing, donating, contacting me for a personal reading. Everything is in the description box down below. I'll see you again for another one tomorrow. What I get you to do? Yeah, the Fool and the Magician. Look at you.